Hello everybody, my name is Douglas Spurdens and I'd like to thank you for attending my information speech this week. Anna Renee Joseph, she's a Johns Hopkins professor, supervisor for the arts, eloquently remarks, "Your lives and all aspects of it are a part of your community. Therefore, who you are, what you do, and how you do it have great potential and importance to the art of your community." We have all been given gifts, and my gift just happens to be art. My love for art stems from childhood and has always been the catalyst and has made me an authority about what I have to say to you. In this information speech, I will share with you my life's work and how I feel humanity's creativity benefits all of us. As we move forward, we're going to cover the importance of art in society, importance of art to me, and then I'm going to show you or illustrate the process of making an oil painting, and then finally I'm going to show you some of my work that I've done throughout my life. To start, the importance of art. Art's importance in humanity, its significance in the past. Cultures have always displayed their imagery of what they've done, hunting, gathering. You can see in Egypt on the monoliths and all that, all their artwork. They have found the oldest cave paintings dating back 43,000 years, found in Germany. The other thing that art does is develops learning skills. Erickson, from the book Childhood and Society, states, "Cognitive, emotional, social, and sensory motor, in order to become healthy, happy, and productive teenagers, and later healthy, happy, and productive adults, children from 5 to 12 years old must have lots of experiences and repeat practice with tasks in each of these 4 areas." Art demonstrates identity, self-expression, and obviously creativity. It brings people to understand each other. I guess I should move my PowerPoint. In the world. What art is to me? Let's see if we are there. Okay. Is gifts of expression, gifts to others. It's an escape for me when I get into drawing. You guys can see that. When I'm illustrating that, I just kind of just go out of escape. Okay. It also is a skill of communication, a skill of research and learning, skill of creative thinking, and thinking outside of the box. Okay, what is happening to art in schools? Art is becoming unvalued. It's being taken over by the playing fields, football, baseball, all that. It's budget cuts. Engdahl, 2012, from the article from the article, "The Value of Arts," says, Title I funding would be cut by $1.1 billion, cutting off more than 4,000 schools serving an estimate of 1.8 million students. The jobs of more than 15,000 teachers and aides could be at risk. And usually what this entails in the schools has been seen is that when there's budget cuts, it usually involves the art programs first and then sports. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about the making of a painting. First of all, making a painting, this is how I would do it. I researched a lot of medieval books and in the past, and I learned these techniques of you take a canvas, you size it, you stretch it, you put over gesso, but what I'll do is I'll take chalk or charcoal and I'll put my initial sketches on it. Okay, sorry guys. This is one of my artworks here, by the way. This is 9 by 11. But okay, so after I do my initial sketches, is what I'll do is I will lay down charcoal, and then I'll take more gesso and I'll build it up so that actually like the nose will stick out, and if you're blind you could actually feel it. It's like braille. And then I'll put another thing of gesso on it, and then I'll start critically thinking about what I want it to depict. And so it ends up like this after about a year of working on it. I start from the big broad like this right in, and then I'll work into the details like the eyes and such. Okay. Now I'll go on to showing you my art. I went backwards, sorry. Okay, this is from the year 2 years old to 20. These are my, when I just did strictly line work. I only did line work. These are all stuff I did in my teenage years. I have stuff dating back to when I was 4 years old. This is one of my first pen and ink drawings right here. This is my dad in Vietnam. This is probably when I was about 7. As we move on, this is 20 to 27. I started getting into painting now. And you can, this is tempera, that's egg yolk. I still was doing black and white and sketches. This is my son that I painted when he was a little kid. And I just, you can start, I went through this big portrait phase where I did not only abstract paintings and super abstract paintings, but I also did highly detailed. And here we go. These are 28 to 36. These are kind of the murals. I started doing ginormous murals. I have a collection of probably about 20 of them that I rolled up, stuffed them in my mother's attic, and I've not touched them since. Okay, so to conclude, this is my very last painting I ever painted. As you can see, the man's head is empty. There's no more thoughts inside. That's just kind of how it ended up being. Okay, now that I've come to the end of showing you my artwork, I'd like to take time now if you guys have any questions. Peter.
What was the empty thoughts, the premise of that painting?
My dad and my brother were my biggest supporters of my artwork. And when they both died, I just kind of went into this where I just felt like I wasn't inspired no more. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for the question. Anybody else? I have 1 minute left.
So that was it. You haven't, as you move forward and into a different part of your life, you haven't been inspired to pick up.
Yes, and it's been about 5 years since I've done these. These are blow-ups of the actual mural. I'm going to conclude now. Now that I've shared with you my life's work and how I feel humanity's creativity benefits us all, I'll sum up what we have covered. We've talked about the importance of art in society, art's importance to me, how to build up a painting, how to make a painting, and finally I showed you my works. We do not merely exist. We all have a purpose. We can be the artist who makes beautiful things or the revolting. Our words, actions, our values, the chisels that define us as beautiful or an aversion. And what will remain of us in the memory of humanity will also remain in the great gallery of civilization as a masterpiece or a mirror. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for showing around.